Violy, since you are at least 16 years old, I am taking you today to the DMV so that you can take your road test. Since I managed to book an appointment with the instructor over there for 10 a.m., and I want you to be on your best behavior seriously since you studied so hard a couple days prior to the road test. And today is finally the day that you can learn how to drive your own vehicle, since you are only step away from getting your license at your age, and the goal is to make me and your father proud when you pass the test today.
What, the road test? Oh my goodness, why are you even making me take the road test early? I am not ready to own a vehicle just yet, and I fear that I am going to crash and fail big time when I start driving with the instructor. Please don't make me do it, Mom, I am begging you.
Well, Violy, in PlotToons, the legal age to take the driving test is 16 years old, and I am taking you to the DMV for your appointment whether you like it or not, and plus, you've worked so hard studying for the test the day before, and my goal is to make your very own mother and father proud as soon as you get that driver's license for the first time. Now, let's go, and I don't want to cause any problems moving forward. And also, I forgot to say that if you fail the test, then you will be grounded big time. Do you understand me?
Oh.
Okay, fine. I get what you're saying.
Good, now let's go. Hello, and welcome to the PlotToons DMV. What can I assist you with today? I am here for a 10 a.m. road test appointment with the instructor for my daughter Violy. Okay, perfect. I have you down on the system for 10 a.m. and the instructor should be with you shortly as he is just getting the vehicle set up for your daughter. You may have a seat and he will call you guys up shortly. Okay, thank you.
Mom, I do not want to take this stupid-ass driving test. I am not ready to drive a vehicle yet, and you can't make me do this at my age.
Well, Violy, you are going to have to deal with it. I can't trust you waiting until you are older to own a vehicle. It's now time for you to become independent and drive to places on your own without me having to drive you. Now shut up and don't even say a word for the rest of the time period while we wait.
Violy Anderson, it's now time for you to take your driving test. Hello Violy, my name is Mr. Michael and I will be your driving instructor for today. Before we get started, do you have any questions for me that I am willing to answer before you take the test?
No sir, I don't, but I keep thinking negative for some reason.
Don't worry Violy, you will do just great, and since I take that as a no for questions, let's get started. First, open the door and hop into the driver's seat where you will start the engine from there in the vehicle. Alright, now that we're in the vehicle, could you now go ahead and start the main engine for me? Ensure that your feet is on the brake pedal before you start the engine. Awesome. Now use the D button using your reverse gear so that we could start driving. Now that we are moving, keep straight, and when you get to the stop sign, take a left onto Violy Drive. Remember to use your turn blinkers when making a turn at any intersection. Nice job. Now when we get to the next stop sign, I want you to take a right onto Ocean Boulevard. Use your turn blinkers once again. Wow Violy, I must admit that you are doing great on your driving test. First you were nervous and now look at you, you are just doing perfect, and I know you can do it without feeling scared or anything.
Thanks for the compliment, I guess, Mr. Michael.
You're welcome. Now drive up to the next intersection where we will make another turn, and that is where you will stop at the next light, and when the light turns green, continue straight until we make another turn at the next sign.
Yes sir.
Hey, what the actual heck? Violy, You just ran a red light and almost got into a car accident. I'm afraid that I am going to have to mark you for that and slow down this vehicle right now since you are exceeding the 25-mile speed limit this instance.
Fuck no, you are not the boss of me, you can't tell me what to do.
Okay, you know what? That's it. You failed the driving test for not cooperating, and for raising your voice loud towards me, and for also driving fast behind the speed limit. Turn this vehicle around for me right now and we are heading back to the DMV.
Absolutely not, that ain't happening, and I am taking this car to Dave & Buster's since I am beyond bored of taking this vehicle for a drive for my test.
Violy, you are not allowed to take this vehicle to a public place other than using it for the test. I have asked you once to turn this vehicle around so we can head back to the DMV, and like I said, you have already failed your driving test for cursing, running a red light, and speeding. Whoa! Holy smokes. Watch out. Oh, my goodness gracious. Miss Violy Anderson, I seriously cannot begin to believe that you have crashed the DMV's student driver vehicle into a business and caused it to engulf into flames like that in front of a public road. Now look what you did. I have specially told you to keep going straight, but no, you completely failed the driving test for doing numerous things that were incompliant with me and the vehicle itself. That is so it. I have had it with your behavior that was disorderly, and I am afraid to say that you have failed your driving test, which means that you will not get your license when we get back to the DMV. I am going to call on 911 to have someone escort us to the DMV, and I will also notify your mother about your report once we get back to the DMV.
No.
Apparently, Violy was good for the first half of her driving test when she complied when I asked her to turn at certain intersections and drive straight until she reached a red light, but unfortunately, that was not the case at all, and Violy managed to run a red light, which is a crime of course, and exceed a speed limit of 25 when I witnessed her driving at a speed of 90 miles per hour past the speed limit, as she stated that she wanted to take the student driver vehicle to Dave & Buster's when in fact, she is not allowed to take the vehicle to a public place other than the public roads, and that is where she crashed the vehicle into a public business. Now we are going to have to pay for a new driver vehicle while the old one gets repaired thanks to what Violy did, and I had to get 911 personnel to escort me and her back to the DMV. At this point now Violy has failed her driving test completely and she is not able to get a license unless you schedule another appointment with Jen at the front desk so that she could try again and improve her behavior next time. I dearly apologize, Miss Anderson.
Oh my god, I can't believe Violy would do such a thing big time to fail her driving test. My goal was for her to make me and her father proud until all of this happened, and I'm so sorry that I wasted your time on her attempting to pass the road test so that she could get her license today.
I'm sorry, but that is not going to happen today regardless. You will have to book another appointment in order for her to try again and improve her behavior, and I hope she learns her mistakes big time after she caused a serious car incident down in the street corner as soon as we were trying to finish up the last bits of her road test.
Okay, you know what, in that case, she'll get the worst consequence she will ever get when me and her arrive back home, and she will be grounded big time for what she did today.
The conversation's over now. You guys are free to leave. Better luck next time to your daughter as she improves whenever we see her again if she's ready. Have a good rest of your day today.
Let's go home now, Violy. You are in big trouble when we get back home, and you are not going to like the consequences that I am going to give you when I am done grounding you. Violy, are we serious right now? I cannot begin to believe how disappointed and furious I am at you for what you did today. I can't believe that you have failed your road test big time and managed to crash the student driver vehicle into a building, hence the fact that police and ambulance personnel are at the scene right now to take care of the victims that were injured inside the building and outside of the building over in the street corner thanks to you. I told you right before we left for your appointment was that my goal was to see you earn your license as soon as you passed the test, but no, you completely screwed things up for yourself and wasted the instructor's time of his own after the incident that you have caused to the vehicle and himself, physically.
You are very lucky that you didn't injure the instructor, and I am also super disappointed to hear that you never passed and earned your license because of what you did, because if all of this were to never happen, then you would have gotten your own license at your age instead of facing a serious consequence instead.
That's it, you are grounded for 25 months for failing your road test. Go to your room right now and think about what you have done to that man and vehicle, young lady. Unacceptable of what you did today, seriously.
Wow.